Good morning, my beautiful people. Now look, I don't got all the answers, but I do know what common sense. I do know what's right and what's wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll be doing a disservice if I don't speak on things that needs to be highlighted. I know that people may be saying, yo, but this is a boxing channel, stick to boxing. Well, if you're familiar with the channel, if you subscribe to the channel and support the channel, you know since day one I've been saying that boxing translates to life itself. So I gotta speak on things that translate to boxing. What is boxing anyway? What do these boxers do in the ring? They fight. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a battle in our hands. We got a fight in our hands. And I'm willing to fight. And I know there's a lot of cowards out there that got channels and high traffic subscribers and followers that don't want to speak on things that need to be highlighted. And it's within the sport of boxing as well. Now, for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the situation in the Olympics, the disgusting thing that happened over there, and we've been discussing, you know what I'm saying, protecting women, protecting the safety of women, and also highlighting that we got to be righteous, that we got to do right by protecting the safety of these athletes, these ladies, these women, these young ladies, and also translate to, you know, society. Men got to protect thy woman. Men got to provide, protect, be the extension of God, righteousness, and all of that what we've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's common sense as well. Also protect our children, because there's a fight against our children and they need our help. They need protection. And men have to go back to its nature, because I think that there's too many beta males out right now, and too many cowards that don't want to speak on what needs to be spoken of, and are not willing to fight because they're scared to be shadow banned. They scared that they may lose affiliations with people that may be supporting abnormality. So I just urge people that have a voice, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you know, give back to those who subscribing to you and follow you. You know, they depend, you know, sometimes you don't think that they depend on your voice, an opinion, or anything like that. But, you know, be a service to what's good and what's right. If you have a platform, everybody has a voice, but not everybody has the same influence. Not everybody has the same amount of followers. Not everybody, you know, generate the same type of traffic, right? In social media. That's the beauty about social media, that everybody got an account and everybody got something to say or express their thoughts, their feelings, their opinion. They want to inspire and motivate others. They want to bring some type of awareness. They want to, you know, have dialogues and debates. But I like to have dialogue to make this a better world, a better situation for our children. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe that, you know, it's getting worse. It's getting nasty. I think that that there's an attack on our babies. That's what I feel. And I don't feel like that we're stepping up. And we see it in the sport of boxing, and that's why we had to talk about it, you know, religiously. We had to talk about what's going on. And people are too cowards, you know, too cowardly. I don't understand why. I don't understand why it's become some type of you know, wrong to protect women, the safety of women and women athletes and ladies. Like, I don't understand what's happening to men. But I'm gonna keep on speaking up. Look, I just got yesterday I got a message that from YT YouTube saying flagged me for hate speech. And all I've been doing is talking about God. All I've been talking about is us men going back to our nature, being an extension of God. I've gotten DMs where people say, I'm going to report your channel. This person is a real she, and things of that nature. At the end of the day, look, I'm here also to preserve modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. If a person not supposed to be in the ring, this is not basketball, this is not baseball, this is not figure skating, this is boxing. It's a life or death sport. So we take this sport more seriously than others. You don't play boxing, you play basketball, you play handball, you don't play boxing. So when these two individuals that got disqualified last year for having the XY chromosomes, you know, us as a community got to take it seriously, just like we take when a fighter is tested positive for steroids or HGH, or we want to go deep into what's going on, why is this person using, or why this thing was in their body, or things of that nature, right? We go all the way. Let's talk about, hey, we've been going all the way talking about the situation with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, right? What is Osterin? We was doing our homework like crazy. What is Osterin? Whoa. Does it make a significant effect on the fight or a fighter? And we did a lot of education. We went a couple of months educating ourselves and doing research, right? Because we want to know if it was on fairness. You know, in my opinion, no, I didn't think that played into the effect of a performance enhancing drug, knowing what many people that have dealt with the Osterin, that it doesn't increase your performance on things of that nature, and that's what overall we came about, right? But there's people that will debate that. But when you're an XY fighting a XX, that's totally a problem. That is beyond just PEDs. You know what I'm saying? And we got to take it serious, and we got to speak about it, because, and this is why I did the video several weeks ago, and I put the headline, that the headline will read that there may be a female woman that's gonna pass away. The next story will be, if we don't take care of this thing now, the story will be that a woman will unfortunately die in the ring in the hands of an XY chromosome individual, if we don't take care of it right now. So we translate that to society. If we don't speak up on the things that's going on and the fight against our children, that we see abnormality creeping in the schools, in the churches, in the psyche, trying to penetrate that abnormality into the psyche of our youth. And if we're going to stand back and not say anything, then we're really going to have a full-blown abnormality in society. We will have no morals. We will have no principle. We won't have a society. I know that many are trying to eliminate God from our psyche. And by eliminating God from our psyche, this is when the world turns into what it's turning out to be. You know? Because nobody is loving God and fearing God. And I always said that, love, respect, and fear is the ultimate balance in life. They gotta be in your household. There has to be a balance with the parents and the children, with love, respect, and fear. There has to be that type of balance even with your relationship with God. We have to fear God. We have to love God, because we understand the love of God is like nothing else. The love of God is the most beautiful love you could encounter. But also, nobody could match the wrath of God. And I think that people forget about the wrath of God. Some people that wants to do abnormality things and they mention God, look how they mocked God. It's because they don't fear him. because they have not seen or they have not experienced the wrath of God, because God is so much of a loving God, and his people and his followers are, some of them are massaged to speak on just love, 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 forgive, 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 love, love, love. No. There's also correction. There's also correction, teaching, in righteousness. It's also in scripture. Oh, no. It says that you don't judge. Yes. We could judge in righteousness. That's like if your child is doing something bad and they be like, Mommy, you took me to church yesterday and it said that you can't judge me. No, we judge and correct and teach in righteousness. So, for those who are scared to speak up, speak up. Stand up. We're fighting for our children. We're fighting for our great-grandchildren. Yeah, we might not see the results. We might be gone. But I'm scared to see how our great-grandchildren is going to be living. Because even kids today, they're not seeing, they're massaged to not think that there's an issue and there's a problem. So, again, I don't know all the answers, but I do know that normal-minded people got all their faculties and their selves know what's right and what's wrong. We know when somebody is crossing the line. We know when somebody is mocking. We know when somebody's being unrighteous, purposely trying to damage you physically, mentally, emotionally. So we got to speak up, y'all. Men, we got to speak up. Stop being cowards, man. Stop being cowards. We're embarrassing ourselves in front of our women. We're embarrassing ourselves in front of our children. We're becoming weak. We're not even superheroes anymore. We're not even superheroes anymore. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why we don't want to be superheroes no more. We got to bring structure back. You have to bring structure. We're not talking about dictatorship. We're trying to bring structure back. Real love. Everybody has a role. And everybody has a role. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. We know our roles. We know our nature. And like I said, again and again, women will follow the righteous man. And the righteous man will do right by society, by being leaders, builders, protectors, providers. Women never have to worry about anything when there's a man in the household. Women would never have to worry about when there's strong men, even when they're under attack, right? Even if there's a world out there going through wars, and there's men out there that's willing to protect their family, put their family in a safe place, and go out there and fight, just like certain boxers like Lomachenko and Usyk out there in Ukraine, right? Because that's their nature to protect and lead, and to to channel the emotions of our surroundings, of our women and our children. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do in society. We need to say, the men is the one that says, don't worry, everything's going to be all right. Even though that we be like, man, this is going to be a hard fight, but everything's going to be all right. Our women and children depend on us in society and in our sport, when they call this a gentleman's sport. Remember what they call boxing. They call boxing a gentleman's sport. Let's be gentlemen. See how it comes back around? When some people say, well, this is a boxing. Why you don't talk about boxing? It's also called the gentleman's sport. Are we being gentlemen to the women in the Olympics? Are we protecting the women? Are we protecting like Angela Carini? Did we protect those women that were stepping inside the ring with those confused individuals, the XY individuals? Did we protect them? Did we stay shut? When there's other channels out there that actually was enabling them because they want brownie points. Stop being weak. Stop being weak. Have a spine. What's wrong with you, men? Scared to stand up and speak against the trash, the basuras. Stand up and stop being cowards. This is a message to all of you men who has a platform, who has great traffic, who has influence, who has support. There's people that depending on you. Y'all already know, man. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless, and on to the next.